Part two is your relationship to the self, you in your totality. So relationship to your body, part one, part two, you, and the definition you have about you. And so this is the sequence. Inhabit your body, redefine your relationship to the self, and so you can provoke change. That's part three tomorrow, how to provoke change. A little teaser. So I'm going to walk you through these distinctions. And my hope is that you listen. And you can really be here in this conversation because it's relatable to you, because it is. How is that? Because you're a human being. We're all going through this in our own unique way. Nobody gets to escape this. So the subjective view of the self, the impulse that possesses me now. I feel this, I do that. I want that, I'll do this. The impulse of you. That's not really thinking about the past you or the future you. It's like right now, I want, give me, I want. And you know that side of you, the impulsive you. There's a carelessness about it at times. I don't care about the consequences, I want this right now. I'll chase you around until you give me a compliment. I'll drive 17 miles to get that donut. I don't know, whatever your thing is. There's something. You go to great lengths at sometimes to satisfy an impulse. So the impulse of you. If you're subverting the greater entirety, the full you, to the impulses of the moment, you're in trouble. We can get ourselves in trouble through our impulses. We can sacrifice entire relationships based on our impulses. We can sacrifice a tremendous amount through impulses. Our health and safety, for sure. That's easy. And so we can put a lot at stake chasing our impulses. And you already know what that is, what that's like, and the consequences, because you've already lived them. You've been around long enough to feel into the consequences of impulses. Impulsive positive emotion is seductive, so much so you remove inhibitions and critical thinking. I don't care, just give me it. I'll deal with the consequences some other time. Give me now. And that's like the junkie mentality. I don't care. I care fulfilling this impulse right now. I don't care about anything else. As a result, you become more dissatisfied as you constantly look for any positive reward. Then you become more impulsive and careless because you'll take your low-class pleasure when and wherever you can get it. Low-class pleasure, we talked about that yesterday. To satisfy the itch, whatever that impulse is telling you in the moment. It's very persuasive, very persuasive. The impulses are very curious. It's like, I want to feel this, I don't want to feel this. I want to feel satisfied with this impulse, so give me this cheeseburger. I don't know. I don't want to feel guilty, so give me a compliment. I want to feel happy, so give me some sweets. I don't want to feel shame. Give me touch. Whatever it may be. And if you explore this topic and relate it to your life and use the individual, you might start to notice how impulsive you are and how difficult it is to restrain some of your impulses. And so my question to you is, what's an impulse that you chase at times? What's the low-class pleasure that you seek at times that's so tantalizing? There'll be a few at least. We'll sacrifice ourselves consistently as we pursue impulses. One of the ways to see this is what's behind the impulse, because there's something there. Something's driving the impulse. And what you'll notice what's behind there is an emotion that you don't necessarily want to be with, or an emotion you want to satisfy in some sense. That's worth paying attention to. That's one of the ways you can deconstruct this impulse. And it's very difficult to break a habit. Easy to form, very difficult to break. So to notice what's behind the impulse and how to deal with things you don't necessarily know how to deal with, which is in various ways your emotional body, that messy place to be. And how to tend to yourself in a responsible way. to ensure that you're developing your emotional body in a way that you become less impulsive. Intention is a way to manage your impulses. What do you want for your future? You know. Part of it is what you want to feel more of in your body. That's a powerful intention to set for yourself. And anything that doesn't fit with this vision, you don't do. Because otherwise it takes you off the path. And start to develop a refined practice of inspiration for you. The credit system we spoke about yesterday. That you give yourself credit and the rewards for doing great things.